Oh, what a mess.
What do you make of this accident, Holmes?
Let me go. You're talking nonsense.
Insulting a police constable, eh? That's quite enough.
What's happening here, Constable?
Mr. Holmes, this gentleman here is the fellow who built the scaffolding which collapsed and caused this accident.
That ain't true.
How were you hurt?
This hammer hit me on the leg.
How?
It flew out from the scaffolding I put up. When the damn thing collapsed, the hammer flew out and cost me legs.
You were standing over there at the time.
Oh, aye. Yeah, that's right.
So it would not have been possible for him to bring the scaffolding down, Constable?
Perhaps it was poorly constructed.
Oh, right. Yes, of course. And what made it fall? Perhaps it was you, waving around that rotten stick of yours.
You'll wind up getting a taste of it if you carry on like this.
One moment, Constable. The scaffolding here has been entirely dislodged. It is unlikely that this disaster could have been the fault of this gentleman. Allow me to inspect the area. And if you could possibly be of use, close off the surrounding section. Do not grant anyone access, nor allow them to leave. Is that quite clear?
Absolutely, Mr. Holmes.
This accident is a little unusual. I need to concentrate on the details.
I'm in the accident sequence.
Crap. Oh. Weird.
My poor leg.
Okay. Oh, there's something. Wait. Look up, please. Okay, apparently I can't look at the thing that's on the ground. Right there, obviously it's blocking me.
This cab hit the scaffold and caused it to fall. A common fating. An uncommon location. This cab was set on fire by the explosion at the lamp shop. Celebratory bunting.
Good for it.
A dead driver. Another victim of the explosion.
What you could see from there if you fall out.
This horse was blinded by the flag, causing it to bolt into the window.
The overturned lamps may well have caused the fire and explosion.
Celebratory bunting.
That's all I said.
The driver is dead. He was killed by the explosion.
Okay.
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
It all happened so quickly. There was an explosion and my horse startled and threw me back against those wardrobes.
This jaunting car would be capable of travelling at great speed. Good day to you, sir. Would you mind answering some questions? I'm investigating this accident. Are you the driver of this car?
Yeah. I was transporting vegetables from my farm to the London market.
What can you tell me about the accident?
I don't know. There was a collision. I felt the ground. I come over all dizzy.
What did you collide with?
That contraption up in front of me. He stopped all of a sudden, and I tried to avoid him, but I wasn't quick enough.
Do you have any idea what might have caused this cab to stop so sharply?
No idea.
An old sprung cart, which has seen better days.
What's that noise?
This mechanism played a part in the accident, I'm sure of it.
Is that a drip? Oh, jeez, it is.
That's it.
Huh.
This technical cab was involved in this tragic accident. This technical cab was involved in this tragic accident.
10:13.
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
Please. Not now. I'm in shock.
This carriage was struck by the scaffold when it fell. My poor leg.
Mr. Holmes?
Always I can't do anything. I'm missing.
I've not seen a traffic accident like this before.
What a bloody carnage!
No, it wasn't like that. That's it.
Coincidence, or could someone planned it like that?
The axe was catapulted by the scaffold and it landed here.
That's a pretty lucky shot. If someone flashes that.
The rope holding the bunting was torn apart. A large section of it is now missing.
Rational elements, so let's go back to the accident.
I believe I've enough information about this accident.
Okay.
Now let's recreate the sequence of events. I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details.
This one. What was it?
This cab was set on fire by the explosion at the lamp shop.
Okay.
A common fate, an uncommon location. A dead driver. And
Oh, it happened. Okay.
might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
It all happened so quickly. There was an explosion, and Miles startled and threw me back against those wardrobes.
I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details.
wasn't like that.
I don't want to skip it, but I might have to. Thank you, Ray. Thank you. Okay, I need to find out these other two characters. He is obviously swerved after missing. This guy apparently stopped. I'm assuming because the water was electrified.
This carriage was struck by the scaffold when it fell. My poor leg. This cab hit the scaffold and caused it to fall.
Okay.
He was killed by the explosion. I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details.
Cab sitting next to the place, honestly. Died from the explosion. I think that'd be number 2. The driver swerved. The explosion went up. His horse swerved a mile away into the wardrobe so that makes the fall. Hit the lamppost. Number 6 down there would have stopped. I guess it's so electrocuted by the water because I go over there and examine Holmes doesn't get except this is what happened here.
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
Please. Not now. I'm in shock.
The old gas lamps in this square have been upgraded to electricity.
What a bloody carnage!
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
It all happened so quickly. There-
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
No, you can't. Go away.
Because I didn't see if you were missing some details. So this thing caught on fire, everything died. Explosion. Explosion on that. He swerved. Hit that, that fell over, that hit.
I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details. That's it.
Oh, right.
The technical cab's sudden halt caused this disaster, but the lamppost fell down afterwards. So why did the cab stop? Some questions regarding the accident?
Please. Not now. I'm in shock.
There's a metal strapping. Rasco, yes. I know.
What a bloody carnage!
Yeah, I got nothing put together.
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
It all happened so quickly.
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
No, you can't. Go away.
Here's where it's shut.
Some kind a piece.
Still no clues.
This cab was painted recently. There is some text underneath the paint here. Could be important.
Okay, guess what? I know how. something in the puddle. Oh, a wire?
There is some electrical wiring here beneath the manhole.
Oh, I thought there was a cow inside this place. Like, what? I know how. Oh, got a little weird. Oop.
There's no space for this lockpick. I've not seen such a device before. I can see the technical cab very well from here.
Okay.
Holmes, I was looking for you. I have an idea about the accident.
Never mind. This one is murder.
What?
What?
You? You're a murderer,
You're
eh?
off your head.
Are you sure, Holmes?
Oh, yes. A murder and an accident, because the killer, by electrocuting the cab, created this chaos. And so this multiple crash is now our great chance.
Our great chance? Of what,
The
Holmes?
culprit could not have planned for this to happen, don't you see? And it is possible that he is still here due to the prompt arrival of the police. Now I see 5 men who could be our murderer. Let us take a look at the map.
Nope. Was a couple hours I
That's it.
Constable, I suspect 3 people here. Take them to Scotland Yard for questioning.
As long as I don't leave empty-handed, all's good and well.
I know that look, Holmes. Have you found something new?
That's right. In order to trap the cab, the killer must have known the precise route it would take. Or even, that could suggest the cab must have set out not far from here, in this very street, perhaps.
Remarkable. Holmes, I'm terribly sorry, but I must go to the hospital now to help tend to the wounded.
I understand, Watson.
But don't forget our earlier discussion. About Kate.
So I guess on to Scotland Yard.
Ah, Mr. Holmes, we have a slight problem.
What happened?
One of the suspects, Mr. Reginald Butcher, has escaped. It was after we asked him to put his belongings in the evidence room. I'm sorry.
How did he escape?
He hit me in the face. Took me by surprise, you know, otherwise I,
Of course. That's all?
Just before he left the yard, he shouted, "Sorry, I'll come back later."
Sorry, I'll come back later.
He could have said that without punching me.
Is Inspector Lestrade here?
No, he will be absent for a couple of days. Can we keep this incident between us?
Oh, that's, yeah, very suspicious.
Mr. Holmes?
Release him, please. He's not guilty.
Calm down, dear. Mr. Holmes?
We're gonna get twins working here. Okay.
This pen is an expensive one, but it isn't new.
Candy
Reginald Butcher is fond of sweets.
for his children. Dear Mr. Butcher, you P.S. was compounded by your delays with excessive workload, so you're responsible for a number of serious errors that your colleagues have compelled to rectify. We are sorry for the present situation. You'll always be employee, you understand the probation and push the situation, but if you are angry with our your behavior in the future, he shall be forced to terminate your employment. The directors under Electric Railways Company.
Reginald Butcher had problems with his job. The initials MB.
Butcher. Yeah, must please arrange to visit the hospital as soon as possible.
This letter from yesterday perhaps explains why Butcher was in such a hurry. At any rate, I now have an exact address. Thick leather gloves. They're probably insulated. Murad. Quite a popular brand of cigarette. Whiskey. Of poor quality. My life has changed thanks to Pastor Gordon and my faith.
Benji, my son. Could you please join me in helping our next chamber banquet, which is due to take place on Sunday after the service? Hmm. Oh, good name has means.
Electrical wires. A book. Karl Heinzen's 1848 Der Mord, with a bookmark. This terrible passage is apparently appreciated by Garrett.
Incredible advance in order to destroy the barbarians' party. You get deed to possess, neither scruples nor conscience. You will not have efforts for life or honor to exterminate. A million barbarians is not true Republican. I agree, such clear-sightedness. Expropriations. You are still in debt to a considerable sum of money. We would request that you contact our payment service as soon as possible, otherwise we shall be obliged to involve the police in the unfortunate matter. Alright, look at the other film. Possible interrogations.
I'm apparently in the children's ward. I'm apparently in the children's ward. Admission file at Karolinska University Hospital in Stockholm. A young woman lost her life. Mr. Butcher's wife. Merrill Butcher. Mr. Reginald Butcher, I've come from Scotland Yard. Might we talk?
All right, but not too loudly. She's finally asleep.
Is she your daughter?
Our pretty little Merrill. She's very ill. Now look, I'm sorry I ran, but I had to see Dr. Blowberry today, and the policeman wouldn't listen.
Don't worry, I understand now. What do you do for a living, Mr. Butcher?
I work at the office of the Underground Electric Railways Company.
Then you must be familiar with electrical devices.
I am indeed. Why do you ask?
It is of no consequence, but tell me, what are the reasons behind the problems you're experiencing at work?
Problems? What do you mean?
You have already received a written warning.
Yes. I'm often late to work. My boss doesn't understand my situation. It's difficult since my daughter became ill.
I see. Can she be cured?
It'll take a long time, but I'm confident that we'll win this fight. I can't bear to think otherwise.
Yes. Probably just a question of money.
What are you talking about? It's a question of willpower, and my daughter will win.
I do hope so. Although the treatment at the Karolinska University Hospital is very expensive.
Yeah, it's our only hope. Thanks to the good Dr. Blowberry, she finally has a bed. We're going out next week. It's our last chance. Do you have children?
Yes. I have a daughter too.
We'd sacrifice our lives for our children, would we not?
Yes. Of course, yes. Coincidentally, we found one of your company's cabs in the square where the accident occurred.
Really? Why was it there?
I have no idea. Do you?
No. But a week ago we had a technical cab stolen, along with its tools. Do you think that could be the one?
It's possible.
I think it's him, but sick daughter. Okay, job. Possibly get something to get some money to get a daughter into the hospital. We shall see, I guess.
Please, sir, release my son.
Pop down to autopsy here. If there's anything about bodies. Nope. Back upstairs. You go, let's try bodies. Locked. Dark.
Please, escort this suspect for interrogation. Good day to you. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I am assisting the police with their investigation.
I'm Benjamin Fowler, and I was arrested by mistake. I swear it.
You have not been arrested, Mr. Fowler. You are here as a witness.
Oh, but I saw nothing. I swear. Let me go.
Yes. Yay. Restriction, the stage in the square which played his presence at the scene. Accident. Incident. Accident. Dr. 2, Mars tends to hide. Yellow nose and face, heavy smoker. Breeze, smoke.
Could you tell me what you were doing at the scene of the accident?
I was working on the square's statue. I work for the council. I swear it.
Do you ever work with electricity?
Yes, sometimes. I repair electric lampposts, but I'm not a specialist. I swear it. It's new, isn't it? And complex and dangerous.
I understand.
Mr. Holmes, I know you're a great detective, and please let me go. I know nothing, I swear...
Yes, you swear it, I know. Mr. Fowler, does the name Rasco ring any bells with you?
First time I ever heard it, I swear.
But your tattoo resembles his. You are in his gang, are you not?
No. It was a long time ago. I already forgot, I swear it. I just picked a few pockets for him when I was a young fellow. But I ain't proud of what I did. All my family, my parents, my brothers, dogs and cats all died when I was a lad. I wouldn't have survived otherwise.
Please, escort this suspect for interrogation. Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes.
Thomas Garrett. Why am I here?
You are a witness to murder.
Of course. Well, it wouldn't be the first time that the police jailed an innocent man in order to close a case.
No one has been charged yet.
Yet.
Resume likes to wear the symbol of anarchist. Selects police. Probably all authority. It is obvious that he is poor and clothes are old and warm. Suitcase is black through his coughing, which is symptoms silicosis. Garrett is ill. Specific burn upon his finger for miswork of electricity.
Did you perhaps see anything in particular during or after this disaster?
Yes. I saw part of your bourgeoisie burn up and explode. It was spectacular.
Why did you remain in the square? Why not seek shelter?
Like the rest of the sheep, there were some wounded comrades, workers. I wanted to help them.
You have a severe cough. Are you suffering?
It's only a cold.
Why not be honest with me? You are spitting up black fluid.
Ah, well observed. Yes, I have enough coal dust in my lungs to fuel an entire London district.
You were a miner then?
Since the age of 13, yes. At the Newcastle mines. 15 years of hell. Those were bloody times. But now it's over. I don't want to die in those holes like my father and my brothers did, in order to line the pockets of the rich.
Do you have any electrical knowledge?
How do you know about that? You a mind reader?
There are electrical wires amongst your belongings.
Clever. Yes. I'll teach electrics to my comrades, since I'm currently without paid work. I'm self-taught, so we're not as dumb as you might think. And I don't want to work for bosses anyway.
job, he would have been able to drive the cab. Advice. Because of the job, it doesn't mean APQ occurred until he traveled. For a moment. Let's go with this baseline.
It's a mistake, I swear it. I shouldn't be here.
Condemn me to death.
Locked.
Huh, what's this?
The belongings of the victims, Rasco and his acolyte. A normal pocket knife. A standard deck of playing cards. Rasco is fond of licorice. Huh. A Webley revolver. A police report about Rasco. He's only a minor criminal.
Hey, mister, let me out.
The proletariat.
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes? Meryl's asleep.
Let's back to the exit area. here now.
Listen, please, he's not...
Can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
Calm down. I don't know what to do. I was just... Sorry about that. Look at it. There. Look at it, Holmes. Looking for something for this cat. Pretty loud. Oh, there.
Mud. Oof. Smells bad. There was a collision here. The lock was forced.
Hello.
A trail of mud goes through.
Master lockpicker.
A workshop. Saleable items are produced here. Mud. Oof. Smells bad.
My bad. That's why I'm playing Sherlock Holmes. Not swing ya. Or Senua, sorry.
It looks as though the carpet was placed here intentionally.
Going down underground. Going down. Well, where am I? Thank you. Couriers on London Sewer. You had to just put London Sewer. I already know where we are. out. Go right. That was washing machine back there for a second. Skip. Keep doing it.
I'd better not go in there.
Really hopes not. Are you kidding me? So glad to know that was there the entire time. Black screen. Now he's on.
A red powder. Given the circumstances, most probably iron oxide. Or just rust. Magnesium strips. Metal powder. Looks like aluminium.
Hey, whatever. Y'all say yeah, y'all want to say it.
So, it was the goal of Rasco's gang to rob the bank. The iron wall of the vault has been melted through. Still warm. The thieves have opened almost all of the deposit boxes. They must have taken a great many valuables. The thieves have opened almost all of the deposits, have taken a great many valuables. An old map of the sewers with a red cross. This vault belongs to the Bank of England.
Yeah, I can see that. The letter said Bank of England on the door. Okay, so... Thank you, sir. Okay.
All of the licorice has been eaten. The licorice was found both at the sewers and amongst Rasco's belongings. A banknote. Dry, so it hasn't been here very long. Metal wings. They're used to hold the barrel in one piece. These barrels are empty and unsealed. Murad. Quite a popular brand of cigarette. This cigarette stub is dry. It was discarded fairly recently. The tobacco's aroma is still strong. It's sweet and nutty. The thieves used these barrels for the loot, which they then threw into the water. I need to warn Lestrade about this.
god. I hate this guy. This guy I hate. Yep. This one makes more sense to me anyway.
Thomas Garrett, we are arresting you for the double murder of Rasco and his accomplice in addition to the bank robbery.
Bravo! Case closed. Exactly what the bourgeoisie in power expects from you. Don't bother to look any further.
Well, if you have a solid alibi, I should like to hear it.
What for? Small people such as us are eternal victims of a corrupted justice. Do your duty then, lackey.
Makes a decision. Because each of them makes sense for each of them as a problem. That one actually went a little quicker than the other ones, I believe. Of course, I don't have a timer anywhere near me, so I'm not sure how long that case took. As always, play the next cutscene for the next case before closing out this part.
Holmes, at last you're back. We can't find Kate.
I don't know.
She went for her lesson, but the teacher says that Kate never arrived.
Mrs. Hudson!
She's gone out to ask around the neighborhood.
Well, guys, we're gonna have to end that right there. Until next time. I'm tired. Thanks for watching.